Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today is episode 7 of your NHL 22 franchise mode here with the Edmonton Oilers, as we're walking into a pretty big episode tonight as, we're heading into the offseason, and it's going to be a pretty entertaining offseason to say the least. We're basically overhauling the entire team. We're trading away all the bum-ass defensemen. We're overhauling this team, boys, and that's the plan for today's video. But before we get into that, I'd like to just say, if you are new to the channel, make sure to slap that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. That'll be very much appreciated, boys. So let's hop into this puppy here with the Edmonton Oilers. And as you guys all know, in the last episode, we got our asses absolutely handed to us by the Vegas Golden Knights. It wasn't a very fun time, to say the least. It really was not. We got absolutely hammered by the Vegas Golden Knights. They beat us in 4 games, and, you know, the biggest fact of the matter is we didn't play very well defensively. I know we, didn't play too bad defensively throughout the regular season, but, man, 3 goals against per game is not good. Yeah, we were one of the best teams defensively throughout the regular season. Even then, we weren't. Actually, yeah, we weren't even the best defensive team. That's weird. Like, how did all the... Oh, my God. Oh, no, that's goals for per game. I'm reading the things backward. Yeah, so here you go. Here's the proper analytics. But anyways, 2.65 goals against per game, which was really good during the regular season. We were solid during the regular season, but once we got into the playoffs, it seemed like we just got picked apart defensively. We really did. We couldn't do a single thing defensively throughout the entire series against the Vegas Golden Knights. And I don't know if we should just move along from the coach as well, because he doesn't have a very good mix. Maybe it's just because our bottom pairs are not a very good mix either. But we have a lot of work ahead of us this offseason, because we got to sign 3 players. I think it's it's Sandin, Puljujarvi, and Yamamoto. We all got to lock up 2 contracts, and they're all asking for a decent amount of money. So we do got to clear up some cap space here with the Edmonton Oilers this upcoming offseason. So we have a lot of work ahead of us. I don't know if I necessarily went over the stats in the last video. I'm pretty sure I rage quit, so I'm pretty sure I just ended the video at the menu of the games. But going over the analytics for the playoffs, McDavid and Draisaitl were absolute beasts for the Edmonton Oilers. They were big contributors for us offensively. Same with Bobby Ryan. Nugent was also amazing. Spencer, what a pickup. I'm almost thinking about bringing him back once again, because I think we're also going to fire that coach. I'm really not liking him as a coach for this team. Yeah, Moto played pretty well. Fogel, Hyman didn't do too bad, 4 points. Puljujarvi definitely did struggle, so hopefully we can get him going in the next year. Barry was really good, 6 points in 8 games for Tyson Barrie. He didn't do too bad, but we're definitely going to move along from Tyson Barrie without a doubt, because we want Rasmus Sandin and Evan Bouchard to take over basically on that right-handed side, because we are going to be trading away Cody Ceci and Tyson Barrie, because we need to get rid of their cap space. We could use $4.5 million and also of the $3.25 million of their cap space, and use that a little bit. And then we also got Mike Smith and UC Stars, and that will be our tandem going into next year basically as well. So we're not going to change any of that up as well. We're going to basically keep everything the same. But let's get on to the draft here with the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to make a lot of trades in today's video, so most likely we'll get up to free agency day, and that's where we'll pause it, because we got a lot of work to do in this offseason, like a lot of work to do. So I'm going to take some... Hang on, did I just see that right? Oh, let me go full screen here. What? How did Buffalo win the cup? Okay, EA. Jesus, how did they win the cup? I gotta take a look at their roster. Buffalo won the cup somehow against the Vegas Golden Knights. Jack Eichel won the Art Ross. DeBrincat won the Hart Memorial. Pietrangelo won the James Norris. Lady Byng goes to Nikita Kucherov. Zegers won the Calder. Conn Smythe goes to... Okay, EA. Okay, the sim is honestly broken. It is broken this year. Hino Soroza won the Conn Smythe. Carey Price won the Vezina. William M. Jennings goes to Carey Price. The sim is broken. This is feeling like it's fucking... What is it? Not even 2022. It feels like we're in 2015 right now. But Carey Price won the William M. Jennings and the Vezina. Dumoulin won the Bill Masterson. Jack Adams goes to Leahy. That's funny. Jim Leahy. Hey, Jim Leahy. Anyways, Frank J. Selke won the Frank J. Selke goes to Andrzej Kopitar, can't speak English. Ted Lindsay goes to Alex DeBrincat, and Jack Eichel won the Maurice Rucker Richard. So Jack Eichel was just an absolute beast for the Buffalo Sabres. But I don't know how in the world they won a cup, man. That is unbelievable. That is actually... I don't have any words to explain what just happened and how they won the cup. That actually blows my mind. So Buffalo, how did you win a cup? You picked up Giordano, Erik Karlsson. Wow. Eric Stahls. Wow, what the hell went on here, man? So they just signed all the free agent players and just made... Wow. That is nutty. Oh my god. What did they do? What? They just signed Tuukka Rask. They signed everybody in free agency, dude. They signed everyone in free agency, made all the big trades going after Karlsson and Giordano, made this team a god-tier team. I don't know how in the world that happened, but it happened. And also, did they also get Erik Karlsson's contract retained as well? That is nutty. What is going on? That is broken. That is broken level tier. I can't even explain that, man. I can't even explain what just happened. My mind is broken. My mind is broken. So let's view retirements. Please say Duncan Keith retires, please. No, we're not going to get lucky. Duncan Keith does not retire, which is a big bummer. But that's okay. We'll move on. We will move forward. So what are we going to do defensively? Because Tyson Barrie did jump up defensively as well. Let's take a look at what we're going to do here. So offensively, I think we're going to go with the same top six we did last year. With McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, Nuge, Puljujarvi. We're going to re-sign him, get him back onto a deal, and we're going to lock him up. And then also we need to get Yamamoto onto a deal as well, which is going to cost us a bit. And then Fogle, Spencer, Ryan. We're still going to have Ryan going into next year, which he's at an all right overall. Defensively, he's not terrible. And then we got Benson, Perlini. In the system, do you guys got any guys that are going to be popping up this year? Maybe Dylan Holloway might be jumping in the lineup this upcoming season. He was absolutely nutty down there in the AHL. And then we got Cooper Marody as well. Sorry, guys, I just had to go check something there. But we also got Cooper Marody. He might be also ready. And then, yeah, Ryan McLeod also might be ready to go. Yeah, actually, he is ready to go on that fourth line. So that's actually really good. We got some really good development out of Ryan McLeod and Marody. Marody, can't say his name right, but Marody might be jumping up as well. Defensively, Tyson Barrie took a massive jump. That is actually quite amazing. But we also have Sandin. Keith took a jump up. Oh, God. Oh, God. We're going to have a really sticky situation here. So, Bouchard actually went down. Okay. So, maybe we keep Tyson Barrie for now. I don't know. That's kind of a tough decision because we do have... Yeah, we need to improve ourselves defensively. I think that's the biggest thing. I think we got to move Tyson Barrie. Maybe we make a move here. Okay, so hear me out. We trade Rasmus Sandin here, right? We trade Rasmus Sandin to pick up a really, really good right-handed defenseman at a middle-age around Darnell Nurse. We're going to have to pick up somebody that's cheap. It's going to be pure and simple because we're not going to have the money to afford Sandin right now. But I think we could really afford and go after and get a good defenseman here. I think we could possibly do that. So, you know what? That's actually a good idea. Because we can make a really, really big move for a really good defenseman to play alongside of Darnell Nurse. I think we could possibly do that. So let's take a look at what's available around the league. And let's jump right into the draft here. So this is actually my very first ever time jumping in the draft. And I actually kind of like the colors on it. Looks kind of cool. But anyways, let's see what we can get out of the draft here. Let's see if anyone's trading any high-tier defensemen right now around the league. I highly doubt it, but maybe, possibly we can get lucky. Goudreau's available. That's crazy. But he's at, yeah, his contract's expiring, so they're looking to maybe dump him off. Because they might not be able to re-sign him. Columbus, Dallas, Antonio Stranges, nobody there. Nemastenkinov. Florida, they got Montour, but nobody really that special. Spurgeon, but he's 32 years old. He would be, a quick fix. He's really good. His X factors are really good. He's really good defensively, but at the age of 32, I really don't want to risk picking up a guy like that right now where he might potentially drop off massively. We don't need that. We really don't need that right now. So maybe there's going to be nobody trading away anything right now. Jesus, come on, bud. Philip Broberg there. Yeah, there's absolutely no one around the league available. So let's just try to do like a fine trade thing and see if anyone will bite on Tyson Barrie here. Well, let's give it a try. See if anyone will bite on Tyson Barrie. Yeah, no one wants Tyson Barrie here. Oh, God. Not good. Not good. Okay, so I guess let's take a look at every single team and try to figure out if we can make a move. Maybe if a team is looking for an offensive defenseman. I don't know. Maybe we can possibly do a swap. Carlo wouldn't be a bad idea, but that's the thing, is he going to jump up and be really good defensively, right? We're definitely looking for a defensive defenseman, because that's definitely one thing that we definitely do need for this team is a defensive defenseman. We don't want to make him deal with Calgary. So they got Pesci, Larson's there, Shea, Bear. I miss Bear, but we're not going to be picking him up. We do got Pesci. That's not bad. Pesci, all right. And then Jacob Slavin, but we want somebody a little bit higher. Seth Jones, no thank you. Move along. McCarr, Taves. Taves should be way higher than an 84 overall. What are you doing, EA? Get a hold of yourselves. He was amazing alongside of Cale McCarr. Even before he went over to Colorado, he was amazing. So we got Weegar here as well. Mackenzie Weegar, left-handed defenseman, though. Superstar X factor, so not bad. And you got Boquist and then Zach Rowensky. They don't really need any offensive defensemen since they got those two guys. Because basically what we're looking to do is a swap, right? That's what we're basically looking to do, is we're doing a swap with another team. We're trading them Tyson Barrie for a good defenseman that has some a decent age on him, you know, some decent potential, around 25. Dougie Hamilton wouldn't be a bad idea, but they wouldn't want to trade away Dougie Hamilton, right? We're looking for kind of like a Severson type of deal. You know, Severson might not be a bad idea. $4.1 million. They might use Tyson Barrie this upcoming season because PK Subban's coming off contract. Might not be a bad idea. Picking up Severson. He might not be a bad idea for a right-handed defenseman, but we need a defensive defenseman more than anything. So Adam Pelch here as well. Left-handed defenseman, defensive defenseman. Only if he was a right-handed guy. Only if he was a right-handed guy, because that would fix everything for us right now. Please say EA fix this. I'd actually like to see if we get kicked out of this menu. EA still hasn't fixed it. What a horrible game, man. What a horrible game. They still haven't fixed one glitch where you get kicked out of the trade menu when someone makes a pick. Just make a pick and tell me at the bottom or something. Come on, bruh. Come on, EA. There's really no one out here. No one out here to pick up as a good defensive defenseman right now. There's not a whole lot available. That would be like an actual good move for us. Brody, Dermott, Muzzin, no thank you, none of those guys. Eric Cernak actually might not be a bad idea here. And then we could trade them Tyson Barrie. That's a really good offer. And then we also give them Rasmus Sandin as well. That might actually work. We might actually be able to pull off a move with Tampa there. Paracco, but they just locked him up, I think, to an extension too. And then Justin Falk, but they're no defensive defenseman there. Alexiak, no. Burns, Vlasic, no. So I think Tampa Bay might be our best option here, boys. And then Ekholm and Letang. Ellis. We might actually be able to make a move here with Philly too, but they don't got any defensive defensemen like Eric Cernak, right? Because we're looking for a solid defensive defenseman in Cernak. So let's do that. And then can we possibly pick up an offensive guy here to maybe play some depth here? They don't really have a whole lot of choices, but maybe we can steal Cirelli off of them here. Right? We could actually really make a nice move here. So what I'm thinking here, but Cirelli would be way too much for us. We couldn't afford that. 4.8. There really isn't a lot of players, so we might just have to pick up some picks and just do that from them. Just do Eric Cernak, and then we dump off to them Barrie and Sandin. And we also give them Barrie. So Barrie and Sandin for Eric Cernak. We give them two really good defensemen, so that bolsters up their defense core. And what happened to my Elgato? Oh god, I'll be right back, boys. Okay, so I'm back. I don't know what happened to my Elgato, but I quickly got shut off there, but we're back. So yeah, we might have to pick up next year's picks, but yeah, we have a lot of value right now on them. We might even just be able to trade Sandin for Cernak and then be able to get a couple picks out of this, and then just make some deals later on here. See, I don't know if I really want to do that. Might as well. Sandin's going to be really, really good. That's the problem. I don't want to trade away Sandin and then, you know, have a hole up the right side, because Sandin could be really good for us. It's just the problem is Keith is kind of cock blocking us right now, right? That's the biggest complaint that we have right now, is that Keith is kind of cock blocking us. If we don't have Keith, then we can move Sandin up, right? Right, that's the biggest problem, because we have Nurse, Bouchard, Sandin, and Keith. That would be our top 6, or that would be our top 4. And we could move along with that. It's just, can we rely on it defensively, right? That's the biggest thing moving into that. Maybe we'd be patient. Instead of making a move like, you know, how Holland did, maybe we just stay patient. Maybe we just do dump off Barry to some team and dump off CC like how we originally planned. And we just do that and we play patient. We play with free agency and we play patient. I think, you know, that's the best bet. Let's play patient. So let's dump them off to some Eastern Conference team. Boston, you want them? You take them. If we could pick up a first out of this, actually, that would be kind of a big mogul move. So we pick up a third and a fourth. If we could pick up another first-round pick, I wouldn't mind that. Because I wouldn't mind bolstering up maybe on some defensive prospects. Maybe we could get some nice defensive prospects for the future. Because that's definitely something we need right now, is future defensive prospects, without a doubt. So Barry for a first, third, and a fourth. Will that go through? Yes, it does. We could almost got a little bit more out of it, but we still got a decent amount. And we traded away Tyson Barrie to release up some cap space. And then also, we do want to dump off CC as well, because he's not a very good defensive defenseman for us. I mean, maybe, but I mean, he's really expensive top 6 defenseman. We really don't need CC. Especially for how expensive he is. He's just he's too expensive. He really is. We don't need him. And also Boston saying that we're gangbusters. I mean, Tyson Barrie's not very special, bro. So maybe we'll try to get second, third, and a fourth here for Tyson or Cody CC. No, we're too far off. So maybe we'll pull off the third, a second, and a fourth. Will that go through? Yes, it does. So we pick up we pick up a decent amount of picks for that. So I'm quite happy about that. So now we have a first from the Boston Bruins, a second, and a fourth. So the first that we did trade away, now we pick back up in a couple picks. And then next year we might be going with this pair of Keith, Sandin, Bouchard, and Nurse. That's what we might be going with next year. Potentially. We'll have to see how that, you know, all kind of works out. But let's go through the draft. We don't need to make any more trades. We released up enough cap space to you know, have enough room. But taking a look at the draft here, Shane Wright goes first overall to the New Jersey Devils. They're going to be stacked. Puskaraiva goes to Seattle. Lambert, Despres goes to Detroit. Savoy there to Arizona. And there's the rest of the picks. Geeky going to the Rangers. Solomansian going to the Buffalo Sabres. Coat, oh man, that was a bad pick there for the picks for Penguins there, geez. So we actually got 2 defensemen here right off the get-go, and Kostalis, didn't really scout him too much, but 9 goals, 15 assists, 24 points, not bad. And then we also got Dmitry Zadorov, right-handed defenseman. Ooh, I like those numbers. I am quite honestly liking the Denmark player, Alan McInnes, 1 year away. I think we go after him. Even if he's an enforcer, we go after Zadorov here. We need a defensive defenseman. Baby, look at that. 74 overall defensive defenseman, and that's what we need. That is what we need. A defenseman that we can quickly develop, that won't take too long, that will be really good defensively for us, and he already has some really good defensive stats. And he has some X factors. Stick him up, great defensive stick, and a great hitter, so we already got a future great defenseman in our hands with Dmitry Zadorov. So that's what I'm talking about. See? Playing patient works. And that's what we need to do here with the Edmonton Oilers. Play it patient, and Zadorov is an amazing pick for us. So let's move on to the second round here. We need to keep making those really, really nice, smart picks, because that's the biggest thing for us right now. We really need to make those smart picks and to play patient, because that was the biggest thing that Holland didn't do last year, and the panic move of, you know, getting, you know, Barry signed on a stupid deal, and CC is he panicked. He made some dumb moves, and we need to play patient. So let's go for Slavakovsky here. Left winger, 2A forward. Let's pick him up. Yeah, some good highly potential. Yeah, too bad. Low top 6. Hopefully our other guy that we were kind of aiming for didn't get picked up here. Hopefully not. Doesn't look like he did, so we might actually get the guy that we are looking for as well. That was another low elite player up there. I think he was a defenseman. We'll have to see here, but I'm already quite happy with the first pick there in Zadorov. That was a really solid pick for us. So we'll get down to, yeah, it was Spurgeon. No, we actually missed out on the guy that we were actually aiming for as well. Damn. No, let's go for oh my god, the center sniper here in Petrovsky, the Slovakian. We'll go right after him. See how he is. Low top 9. This draft is definitely not very well in the deeper rounds. We're not getting too lucky right now. Some rough picks, but that's okay. Beliz. I hate how leggy these menus are on old gen, man. They are so leggy. Brendan Marr. Oh, let's go! Low elite power forward. Oh my god, this actually is quite turning out to be quite a good draft. A low elite power forward there in Marr. Zadorov, who is quite a nice player for us as well. Let's pick up a goalie here in Gravel here. We definitely need some future goalies, so we'll pick up Charles Edward Gravel. Medium fringe starter, so and then we'll make our last pick. Actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure. Let's accept this trade, and we'll just simulate the rest of the draft here. We get another 7th round pick for next year, and we'll just simulate the rest of the draft because there won't be anything else special. But Zadorov and Marr turned out to be really good picks, so not too much of complaining for this first draft. We actually got some really decent players, especially that Dmitry Zadorov guy having some X factors on him right off the get-go is really nice for us, and I absolutely love that. So let's move on to the re-sign stage. Let's see how much money we have. Hopefully we have a decent amount. We have $16 million to spend on signing back everyone to some deals. So Puljujärvi, you're first up on the docket. Yes. I want you on the cheapest deal ever. Let's do it. 2.550 for the next 3 years for Jesse Puljujärvi. I absolutely love that, bud. I absolutely love that you're wanting the cheap deal. Kayla Yamamoto. Yes. We're doing the exact same thing to you. We're getting you to another cheap deal. 3.45 for the next 3 years for Kayla Yamamoto. Perfect. 2 cheap deals for 2 cheap guys. That's what I love to see. We're also going to get Spencer back on the team. He was such a useful player for us this year. I think we got to get him back to another deal. 1.9 for Jason Spencer, especially if we could play the wing on that 4th line. That'd be perfect for me. Benson, I love you, but I don't think I want to pay you that much just yet. We'll pay you just the $1.50 million for you. Perlini, you're probably going to be asking, no, you don't really want too much, so we'll give you back another deal there. Archibald, you could piss off. Marody, get back you to another deal. Turris, you could piss off. McLeod, we'll get you to a deal. Oh, I didn't mean to sign you to a one-way, but that's not too big of a deal. We're also going to have Dylan Holloway jump up. Man, we're having some real young players going to be jumping up in the lineup in this upcoming year. We might have actually not even needed to sign Jason Spencer this year, but even if he does sign, we could use him as a depth player anyways if needed. So I'm not complaining there. And then everyone else defensively here. We need to sign Sandin back to a contract here, so we'll sign him once again. 3 years. Get everyone to a 3-year deal. $3.8 million for Rasmus Sandin. He's asking for a bit more money, but 3.8 should be good enough. Cuckoo, Legason, sure, we'll get you back to a depth deal there. Pysick can be gone. Zadorov could go and play in the minors. Marcus Nemelainen, we can sign him back to another 2-year deal. He could be a minor league player for us as well. And then that's really it. We really don't got a lot of defensive prospects. That whole system is very dry. Very dry. It's painful to see. And then Rodrigue, and there you go. So that is all the players that we needed to sign. So Perlini, get you on the deal. Puljujärvi signs the deal. Yamamoto as well. And everyone else signs the deals that we were looking to sign. So awesome possum. We had $6.1 million left in our cap space. So definitely not enough to go out there and spend big money on a defenseman. Now, if we didn't have Duncan Keith, we would actually been able to do that. And sadly, we really can't do that because he's stuck on a no movement clause. Same with Nurse, McDavid, and Draisaitl are all stuck on no movement clauses now. So we have a lot of players that we just cannot move away ever. So I guess we're going to have to figure out what we really want to do next with that defensive core, with the forward core. I guess we go with basically the same thing. Maybe we shouldn't have signed Spencer, but that's okay. Spencer's still going to be a really good player. He was really crazy good for us last year. And I think if we do Spencer, Ryan, and Benson, maybe even, throw up Dylan Holloway later on in the year. And then we just need a third line. We just need Fogle to get 2 line mates to play alongside of Fogle, basically. And then we're good on the third line. But let's simulate up to free agency. Also, the coaching staff, we're going to be firing a few people. Abney, you're gone, bud. we're moving on. We're moving on from Abney. We just need a new coaching staff. I think that's the biggest thing that we're going to go in with this, upcoming offseason and going into free agency is that we need a whole new coaching staff. So basically, we're not going to be doing any other moves now. We're not doing anything else for the rest of this offseason just because I like to hear your guys'. Actually, I might actually be recording another video tomorrow, so I might not be able to get your guys' opinion on it anyways, but we'll take a look at free agency, kind of, take a look at what we might be looking at moving into free agency here. So there's a lot of big name players, but of course we're not going to be going after any of them. And we're going to mostly be targeting depth players, so guys like Kaylee Yankaruk, who's too expensive for me, Anthony C, Gusev, Tierney might not be a bad idea, two-way forward. 2.675. He plays really good defensively. Might be a good PK guy for the team. Sam Steele's there as well. Bobby Ryan we could possibly pick him back up for dirt cheap as well. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of great third line players to really build a third line, man. But I mean, I think we might just have to rely on Dylan Holloway and those guys jumping up. And then defensively, you got Klingberg, but not a lot of great defensive players. We could possibly go after Madsen here. Really good defensive defenseman. But once again, it's like we really don't need him right now. Until Duncan Keith leaves the team, we really can't do anything with our defense. I think we just mainly sign some depth guys that can play really good in the top six. Maybe Edler wouldn't be a bad idea. But I mean, we don't need more old guys. We need some younger guys to kind of come into the core. Maybe a guy like McNabb wouldn't be a bad idea. Defensive defenseman, has some really good numbers. But he's expensive. My God, why is everyone so expensive, dude? Everyone's so pricey right now, my lord. I'm gonna have to like go off video and like dissect these players and see who's gonna be the best possible option for the team. Like maybe an Ollie Mata who increased payback to hitters. Okay, nice. 3 years at 2.15. But we might have to, we really don't got a whole lot of salary cap, maybe signing Spencer wasn't the greatest idea. Maybe we might have to dump him off to some other team because I don't think we're going to be able to afford Jason Spencer. And not just that, I think we're going to have Ryan McLeod and Dylan Holloway jump up into the main roster this upcoming season and let those guys take reins, because I think that's what we might have to do, is just rely on the youth that kind of take over this team. Maybe we dump off Derek Ryan as well, because he didn't play too fantastic for us either. So maybe we dump him off. We keep Spencer instead, because we do need a playmaker. And I mean, he didn't do very well defensively. 57 giveaways and 36. He didn't play very well defensively. So maybe we do go and just rely on Ryan McLeod jumping up, Jason Spencer to play that playmaker type of role. We'll have to really see. We have some big decisions to make up in this upcoming offseason, because our defense might honestly stay the same. I don't think our defense is going to change at all. I think our defense is mostly going to, stay that way. And then the goaltending tandem between Saros and Smith won't change at all. So I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. In the next video, we're going to go through free agency, sign a new coach, go over the free agency, because, I mean, we don't got a whole lot of money, so we're going to have to figure out that situation. But for right now, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Adios, amigos.